How are you today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm not too bad.
Good.
Hello, Ethan. Hello.
Good. So just get yourself ready, please.
Yep.
So, how's your cockpit drill?
Yep.
Set, steering,
good.
seatbelt, everything?
Yep,
All ready for it?
All ready.
Right. So ready to start. Right. So tell me, how's your last lesson?
Yeah, last lesson was good.
Okay. Any questions or any concern from the last one?
No, except from obviously the incident we had.
Okay. What was the instance?
The red car as we came around the roundabout was
Okay.
following parallel, which could have caused a collision as they wanted to come over to our lane.
Okay. Anything else?
No, that was it. That was the only concern.
Alright. So in terms of going for today's lesson, what would you like to do today?
So a brief recap on what we were doing last time.
Okay.
But then ultimately I would like to move on to the switching lanes on the roundabout,
Okay.
because it's something we didn't quite get onto last time, and I think it would be a good idea to do it today.
Alright. Anything else?
Just making sure my MSPSL routine is still there. I'm still doing all my checks properly.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay. So, if you do say it in here, we've got a recap on our last lesson, especially about the red car we just mentioned.
Yep.
Okay. And then as things start improving, we start looking for the switching lanes and your routine for your MSPSL.
Yep.
Happy with that? Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So tell me, what happened with the red car then? What was that thing?
So I believe as I came onto the roundabout, I was unaware of a car in the other lane next to me.
Okay.
So as I was going round, they were following in my blind spot.
Sorry, hold on. Where they were you thinking? So you say, as you come to the roundabout, where the red car was?
I was unsure,
Okay.
but from reviewing it from last time, we found that it was actually parallel to me the whole time.
Okay.
Obviously I couldn't see it because I didn't do full checks
Alright.
of my blind spot. But they wanted to switch over to my lane and come off at my exit.
Okay.
I think I prevented them from doing that, and potentially it could have gone worse.
Right. So that's what you're thinking. Okay. Actually, the red car wasn't parallel with you as you enter the roundabout. It comes on to yours later on.
Right, right.
Okay. So what will happen is in here, as you come to the roundabout, right? We've got the MSPSL routine, so doing it. The wheels going straight on second exit. Okay. The parallel would have been on the right hand side, which was on the right hand lanes going down, right? But actually, the red car was coming ahead or on the right hand side. Okay. So imagine yourself as a roundabout, as like you're sitting in here at the 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock on the right hand side. Okay.
Yeah.
The red car was either coming from the 3 o'clock or 12 o'clock, not from your side.
Right, right.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So what would happen is in here, as you enter the roundabout, okay, and then the car was coming around us. So let me just grab this piece of a diagram, and it's going to make it easier for you to get it right. So let's say we're at this roundabout in here. We'll let you go straight on second exit in here. Okay. So we want to go straight on second exit over there, right?
Yeah.
Now we're believing the car was just coming from, because there's 2 exits in here, but then the actual roundabout it was just a 1 exit in here, right? So we're expecting either that car was just coming from in here, just going down there, or they were just coming in here and just appearing in here. We don't know where they were. The car was in here, not there.
Right.
Okay. So what happened is in here, as you enter into the roundabout in here, you were a bit slow, actually too slow to going around it, and that car was start catching up with us, right? So as we in here, the roundabout in down there, they're in here with the parallel with us, and that was the problem.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So now when they're coming around in here, either they wanted to go, well, we're thinking they was going to go straight on. Okay. So they can changing lane to go around in here. Well, we're going to have a problem with them because we're blocking their way, right? Or we think they're going to go carry on going in here. Well, we're going down there as well. Again, we're having the same problem in here. But then what they have later on done, they just carry on going over there somewhere, either same back way, or they just went to the right rather than coming on. So now, if you do have a look at the diagram again, what was the problem in here?
My speed as I was going around would have been a problem, because it meant that they could catch up with me and become parallel.
Okay.
Also, I was also blocking the exits because of that, so they couldn't switch lanes, and because of that they had to go all the way back round and leave another exit.
Okay. So how can you improve that problem?
I think maybe just by my judgment at first approach to the roundabout,
Okay.
I could look to see who's coming round, what they're doing, which exit I think they're going to take, and then obviously adjust myself based on that. Or just making sure my speed is appropriate for the roundabout as I go around.
Okay, so the bird solution is getting good in here. Now, first of all, as we come into here, who do you give priority at the roundabout?
To the right.
To the right. So they have to be on the inner, on the outside lane, left-hand lane, right-hand lane, or they just have to be in the right to give them priority?
They just have to be in the right.
So that's what the first opening we've missed.
Yeah.
Okay. At the same time, if you do have a look at that closely, the car on the right hand side, the red one, we had just about enough time to go in. This is the reason why I let you to go in, right? But as you going in, we then start dropping our speed, and that's the time that was catching up. So if you have gone in, we need to get the speed up and get out the way.
Okay.
What happens is, we don't want to be parallel with them.
Yeah.
Okay. So how do you think we can end up in here, not missing them anymore?
By making sure I check my right. If I have got a safe enough gap, then just making sure I am at appropriate speed as I go around, not holding anyone up.
Good. But how are you going to make sure, I'm going to make sure that you've seen everyone?
Maybe by asking me a question, saying, have you done your checks properly, have you seen this?
Okay. How about that way, you just tell me, I think I'm going to go front of the red car or front of the behind car, and that's the gap I can see.
Let you know the gap.
So you tell me when you're thinking going, and I can see that one. Yes, it's a safe gap to go or not to go.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Sure.
Good. That's the one solution for us. Second one is, as you're coming around the roundabout, we need to build a speed, right? So in here, we don't want to drop the speed down.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's the speed roughly you're looking as you're going around?
I want to be in second gear, I think. So roughly about maybe 15 miles per hour.
Depend on the roundabout, but you just need to carry on going as you're going along, right? So not all the roundabouts are the same size, same width, and the same speed you cannot do. So some of them you have to build up the speed around 20, some of them might have to drop down to 10. It just all depends as you're going along, right? But you need to constantly aware of, if you don't pick up, things will catch up with you.
Sure.
Get the point? So how do you know if things are catching up with you?
By checking my mirrors, I might be able to see a car come up behind me using my centre mirror if they're behind me. Or checking my right indoor, left indoor mirror, seeing if they're coming up either side. If I can't see anything, what I might want to do is check my blind spot. There could be something, again, parallel, which I'm not able to see with my mirrors.
There you go. So check is important in here as you go around. Happy with that?
Yeah.
Happy with the solutions?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one of the things we're going to go out and practice, okay? And then we have looked at our switching lanes, okay? So switching lane, what do you mean by that one?
So as we go around the roundabout, say we wanted to take right third exit.
Okay.
At some point after the second exit, we count them as we go through, I would need to switch to the outer lane to come off at the third exit. So yeah, that's what I mean by switching.
That's what you mean by, okay, good, no problem. So we can have a look at it as we're going along. So shall we just, because we need to join the roundabout safely, we need to go around it safely. So if you, when you're going to go roundabout, right, so shall we just deal with the approaching the spot first, not missing anyone?
Yeah, I think so.
And as that things start improving, or if need a bit more work, we work on it, and if the things goes better, then we're going to start looking for how to do the switching lanes to the right third exit and fourth exit. Happy with that? Good. You also talked about your MSPSL routine. What's happening in here? Just talk to me about what's the MSPSL routine.
So the MSPSL routine is the mirror, signal, position, speed, and look.
Right.
The problem I was having with that is I was leaving that whole routine a bit too late on approach to roundabouts, when really I should be doing the whole routine earlier rather than later, so I'd make sure everything's safe before I move off. But yeah, that's what I mean by that.
Okay, so how are you feeling that now about it?
I'm feeling pretty confident with it. Sometimes I think I just need to remind myself to make sure I am doing it. But yeah.
So, do you want me to remind you, or do you want me to come up with any technique to remind you?
I think just a verbal reminder would probably help.
So some prompted questions will help. Okay, good, no problem. Also, we just come across another thing as well. You talking through.
Yeah.
Okay, does that help as well?
Yes, it does.
Okay, good, no problem. So, what do you want to do first off? You want to start talking, or just me as a prompted questions?
If I don't start talking, I think that's when you should maybe come in with your prompted questions.
Okay, good, no problem, to remind you.
Yeah.
Hey, talk me through. Okay, that's fine, no problem. Okay, good. So now we're talking about the experience. That's good. Good. We find the problem. We're looking for the solutions as well. Good. No problem. Now, in terms of going to the roundabout and joining the roundabout, okay, and judging how when the car is coming and when to go, right? I want to give me a score by yourself as well. Okay. So tell me, what about you feeling now at this? 0 being the worst and 10 being the highest. Where do you find yourself at the moment?
And that's with judging roundabouts and how to join them. I think I am about an 8 with it. I feel confident. Obviously last time something happened, but in general I think I'm quite confident.
Okay. And what do you want to be?
Maybe a 9 today.
9 today. Okay. So are you happy with the planning where we're going? Because we're going with the first to join the roundabouts, right? So we're going to do a few exits on the left and a few stairs on the straight ahead, right?
Yep.
Pointing of that one, we don't want to miss our gap, right? And we don't want to disturb anyone.
Yep.
Happy with that?
I'm happy with that.
And one thing we're getting good with it, then we're going to start moving to the switching lanes.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, good, no problem. So just before we go on, we're going to have a look at a few of the risk and the responsibility of ourselves. Okay, so what do you think? What do you know about the risk? So what is a risk?
So risks are anything which could endanger me or anyone in the car. Do you want me to give some examples of risks? So we've got other cars on the road, cyclists, pedestrians, buses. The weather could also be a risk. It's not as bad today, but there are leaves on the road, so I'd have to be aware of that as a slip hazard.
Okay.
Also, using any mobile phone, I cannot do that while driving, or being under the influence of any alcohol or drugs.
Good. So how are you feeling about today then?
Oh, yep, fit to drive.
Fit to drive, great. Okay. Now, we've got the extra passengers in the car today. Okay, or we'll take a consideration of that one.
So for that, I'd need to take into consideration the weight of the car. The stopping distance might be a little bit more due to that.
Yeah. Okay, and think about the safety?
Yep, the passenger also needs to make sure they have a seatbelt on, which I should check.
Okay. Yep, she has got her seatbelt on, which is great. Now, in terms of some of the other responsibilities, what we'll let you do, I was going to give you some directions to go in. Right? Okay. So to start with, I will let you continue straight ahead, following the roadside and go market. There you go. Okay, just before we go, have a look at the back window.
It's quite foggy.
Okay, this dim, isn't it?
Yeah.
How do you clear that one?
Is this button here?
Go for it, press that one. Okay, start getting it clear.
Yeah, so it's clear.
So, how about other windows, left and right?
Yep, left and right windows are fine.
Okay, and the back one's going to start clearing in alignment. Okay, no so let me know when you think it's safe to go.
Okay.
And remember what we're going to try to do?
Tell you before I go.
Slowly.
And slowly edge out there.
That's pulling forward, really slowly as possible.
So, I'm going to go now.
Okay, put the handbrake fully down, please. Okay. Now, show me how you're going to go, as like crawling forward to the junction.
Yep.
Slow down. Then slow down, put the clutch down. Okay, keep the car slow, really in slow speed. Okay, keep the right indicator on and just stop for a second. Stop. Do you know what I asked you to do?
Yeah, slowly edge the car forward.
Do you think that was a slow?
Maybe not on the approach. I was a little bit.
So we'd like to see that one very slowly as possible. Okay. So we missed the opportunity, not a problem, but the other one's going to come through. Okay.
All right,
so keep going on, but just make sure we know it. Otherwise. Otherwise, we need to look that's in a bit more details. Okay.
Yeah.
Good. What are you thinking in here?
I'm just going to wait here.
Good.
Although he is.
Enough gap.
I'm going to let these other people through first.
Okay, fine. What are you waiting in here? What are you expecting? What's going to go around behind you?
Maybe a motorcyclist or something.
Okay. What's his intention?
I'm going to keep going.
So, at the end of the road, we're going to go left. That's another opportunity for us to show me how slowly can you reach the junction.
Okay.
Okay. Can you do that one?
Yeah.
Show me
I
that.
think so. So I'm going to start slowing down now. Clutch down.
No acceleration. Keep the clutch down. Good. Keep going slowly as you can. Okay. Keep edging out. Okay. So try to keep edging out. Anyone there?
No.
Okay.
There we go. How was that? Not too
What
bad.
do you think?
I think it was okay.
Alright. So continue straight on, and we're going to get to the roundabout. So what happened is in here, do you know what was the speed on your clock when it was just coming edging out?
I think it was about 5.
5 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the lowest speed do you think you can go?
Maybe 2.
Okay, so do you think it was slow enough?
Probably not. I could
So
have
we
seen
can
it
even
now.
slower down, isn't
Right.
it? But then again, it was quite a close junction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you need to be careful. But so that's fine. You
Okay.
stop. Close junctions. At this roundabout, we're going to go straight on, second exit.
Okay.
Now, whenever thinking of going find the gap, let me know, please.
Okay. So now I'm just going to go into my SPSL routine, start slowing my speed down, checking my mirrors. I don't need to indicate as I am going straight on.
Okay.
Come to second gear, and I'm going to go now.
Good. Keep the speed. I'm going. So tell me, who's behind you?
No one's behind me.
Look at front. Just be careful. Okay.
Now I'm going to check my left mirror, indicate left, come on.
What do you think? How was it?
I think it was better there. I could see there was the car to my right, but I had my speed just enough so he could join on as well.
What's the speed limit of this road?
It's 30 miles per hour.
How do you know?
It's a built-up area with street lights.
Did you notice anything else on the roundabout?
There was the car that was parked on the roundabout on the second exit, I believe, or first exit.
Is it parked?
No, it didn't have any warning lights on, so I wasn't too sure what was happening.
They had the hazard lights on.
Did they?
Yeah, there are the two flashing hazard lights on the left and right.
Okay.
Why do you think someone's going to park it here?
Maybe if they broke down.
Anyone was inside?
I couldn't see that.
No one was inside. Okay. So what's happening at the front?
See traffic lights or what?
So would you park at the roundabout if there was something there?
I wouldn't park at the roundabout. No.
Okay. But if you break down,
Maybe you'd have to if you can go anywhere else.
do you have any option?
No,
So,
probably
so how do you tell other people you just break down?
not. You'd put on your hazard lights to let them know.
Also, was it safe for you to stay inside with your hazard lights on?
I don't think it's safe.
Okay, this is the one reason why they went out of the car.
Yeah.
Now, there's another roundabout coming up ahead. At this roundabout, we're going to go around as a U-turn and come back to the same road, which is the right fourth exit.
So as I approach the roundabout, I'll go going to slow my speed down, indicate right, check my right mirror, come into the right hand lane, switching to second gear. I can see no one's coming, so I'm going to go. While I'm going, I'm staying in the inner part of the roundabout. And as I pass the third exit, I'll check my left mirror, indicate left to come off like that.
As you come off, how do you know anyone following you?
By checking my mirrors.
Okay, when you do that one?
I should have done it just then as I came off. Check my centre left and right mirror.
Okay, why?
Just so I know who's behind me, if anyone's trying to overtake. And then turn my indicator off and keep going.
Okay, so before you accelerating, you've already checked your mirror. New road, new mirror check, who's following you? Okay. So, start doing that one.
Okay, sure.
Second exit.
Okay.
We may still see the same guy on the roundabout. See if that one has a lights on off.
Sure. Just as I approach roundabout, I'll do my MSPSL routine. Again, slow down. Change my gear. I'm going to wait at the line.
Do you have to wait in here?
Probably not, but I was unsure of where that line was going. I can join on now.
Which car behind you going to go?
The blue car here.
Okay. So just name that to me. I'm just going behind the blue car and behind in front of this one or that one. Well, that way I'm sure what you're talking about. Okay. Said I'm gonna go. When? What? Where? Yeah?
Okay.
To be more specific, it's helped me to understand what you're thinking. Okay? In a moment, we're going to take a next road on the left and then immediately right.
Okay,
it's quite sharp turning, so just keep slow.
No.
Why do you think you stalled at the roundabout? At the junction?
I lifted the clutch up too quickly in second gear, so the car stalled.
How about me asking the question on the same time? Has it been any effect?
I don't think so. I think that was just me not getting that. Controls right.
Roundabout, take a left, first exit. So do you see where the roundabout is coming up?
Yep. Okay, so I'm going to indicate left, start to slow the speed. I can see that black car is going to go on my exit, so I'm going to stop. To go. Follow on behind them.
Roundabout, take a right, second exit.
Okay, so I'm going to indicate right. Slow my speed, do my checks. I see that no one's on the roundabout, so I'm just going to go.
As well.
It was quite obstructed, the view. So I did see them a little bit later.
So what do you think we've just done in here? I know it wasn't a problem, we just had enough time, but what do you think we could have missed there?
We could have missed the fact that he was going to... I would have to have given priority to him if it was any later.
Okay. So what do you think we've just missed by slightly?
The car coming onto my lane.
How about we did the decision slightly early?
Yeah, we did. We made. I sort of said that I was going to go because I see no one was there.
Straight and clear.
Sure.
So what would happen? Look at the blind spot on the right hand side. How much can you see it?
Not much at all.
Okay, so if I say I'm going now in here, would be the right decision or the wrong decision to make it?
Be the wrong decision because I couldn't see fully.
Until you don't see a clear with it, right?
Yeah.
You make that assume, assumptions to say no one's coming from the right hand side. So until you make it clear, right? Roundabout, take a left, first exit.
So as I approach the roundabout, so slow my speed, hold the left indicator. And I'm going to join on after this white car here.
So you have to be 100% sure it's not coming. Just put the radio. Then you just put the left indicator, just say. And this roundabout, straight on, second exit, please. What do you think? What's happening?
I think the learner's waiting.
The car at the front?
Yeah.
They're just taking the extra time.
So I'm gonna wait actually.
Okay.
The black car here.
That's it, well done. What are you going to say? Have you seen the black one?
I'm gonna join on. I'm just gonna wait a second.
Good.
I'm gonna join on after this green.
Good. Oh, well, stop.
Maybe not. I'll join on after this green.
Yeah. So how long does it take for people to come around?
Not long at all, seconds.
Okay. So when we make the decisions, we're thinking the green car, after the green van, was okay.
No.
I was just about to go, that another one just come from the view.
Someone else came.
So what do you think we'll learn from there on?
To make sure that I just give myself a second to check again.
Roundabout, take a left, first exit. So come back with that green van in a moment. Let's just do this one first.
Sure. Okay, I'm just going to wait for this white car here. And follow on after them.
Keep the left indicator on. It's important to have that's on.
Yeah, because it lets other drivers know what I'm doing.
What happens if you don't put it on again?
It can confuse other drivers and potentially cause hazards.
Take it next on the left and then right, please. I'm just going to find a safe place to pull up on the side.
Yep, of course. Okay, I'm just going to go.
Just a few cars a bit narrow, right? I'm just going to keep going to the roundabout and then pull up on the car.
Sure.
Roundabout, take a left, first exit.
Okay, I can see the red car's going to take that exit, so I'm just going to let them go.
Can you keep the car on the move or do you have to stop?
I probably kept the car on the move, like you said, keep edging it forward.
So if it's slowing much earlier, we might not do it. So we're going to have a look at as we go around the car park. Roundabout, take a right, second exit please.
Okay, I'm going to go now, just have a look at the buses walking up.
Okay, take a next road on the left please. Let's see where we can find this place to stop for us. slow. Good. So very slowly.
Yep.
Good. So we can pull up on any one of these bears on the left or right. So we need to do that one. Stop the car, please.
Stop.
Right now. Okay, no problem. So where's the spaces what we have? We have a few spaces over there. We have a few spaces in here, right? So go really, really slow. So in here you're going to show me how slowly can you make it move.
Okay.
That's it. Good. Don't let the car to stop, but just keep pulling forward. Good. If that car is speeding a bit more, put the clutch down. Good. There you go. Keep going on. Going to be too fast, we're going to put the clutch down again, alright? Keep going. And after the silver car, we're going to pull up on the left hand side. Okay, so keep it more to the right hand side.
To the right.
Okay, and keep it there. That's it. So now stop the car in here. Turn a bit forward. Okay, stop it there. Okay. Now, we've not done that maneuver before. Okay, so if you need help, I can help you, or do you want to try yourself?
I'll try it myself just to see.
Good, no problem. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move very slowly. I'm going to full lock to the left and go into that bay.
Okay.
Right, so keep going slowly, full lock to the left faster. That's it, keep going. There you go. Keep going around. Okay, keep the clutch down. And tiny bit more to make the car straight, and start making the steering straight. That's it. Turn a bit forward and stop the car. Secure the car, please. Relax yourself.
There we go.
Okay. So how do you think how is going around about so far?
I think it's been going well.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem we sort of ran into was my judgment on one of the cars.
Which one?
After the green van, I think there was a car after that.
We'll talk about it. Anything else?
Other than that, I think it was okay. Yeah.
Okay. Everything is going good.
Mm-hmm.
Good. What's good going on?
I think in general my judgment's been quite good.
Mm-hmm.
I've been joining on safely. My speed's been good,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been doing my routines before I approach roundabouts as well.
Okay. So you're never giving me a chance to be prompted.
No.
All right. So just give me good.
Yeah.
All right. And that's all good stuff. Now let's talk about what's happened after the green van.
So I sort of decided in my head
Mm-hmm.
that after the green van I would just go because I thought it was safe. But then another car, it took a few seconds, another car came round
Mm-hmm.
and switched into the lane that I was going to go in, so that
Mm-hmm.
would have been a problem.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously that it wasn't a safe time to go, so we had to stop.
Mm-hmm. So how are you going to improve that?
Just by giving myself a few extra seconds just to judge what's happening, sort of maybe observe a bit more, look what people are doing, and then make the decision, not just making the decision.
Okay. So you're kind of talking about it, but you're not talking about fully.
Okay.
So imagine yourself when you were coming out of the junctions, like imagine junction coming out of the closed junction, right? What we did then?
It was the slow edge forward, wasn't it?
Slow edge forward.
Yep.
And
looking both ways.
so we are looking
Yep.
for what?
Any other cars that are oncoming traffic.
So we are assessing.
Yep.
Okay. For one.
Looking what people are doing, like what their indicators are showing us that
Okay.
they're going to do.
Yeah.
Their speed as well,
Yeah.
and the distance between us
Okay.
and them.
So we're assessing all this stuff, what's coming up with other people, their position, their
Yeah.
speed, their intention.
Yeah.
Okay. In order to make what?
A judgment before working.
There you go. For us to make the decisions based on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so judgment and based on the decisions on it, right? So we're looking for that routine what's coming up in here. We're looking, we're assessing, we're deciding whether we're going to go or we're going to come to a stop, right? Problem is in here, we're not going to just look at it once. We might have to go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. What happened is in here, as the green van was coming, we looked at it, we assessed where they're going to go, and we decide ourselves, yes, who's going to go behind the van, right? As we're just about to act, there's another car which is coming. So that car was just put back to us like in the first place.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we have to go back again to look again, assessing again, deciding, and keep going. So that's a routine what we call as a ladder. So that's your MSPSL ladder. The look part is breaking into the few different parts in here. Look, assess, decide, and act. Okay? And that part just keep repeating itself until we find the safe place.
Right,
so how we do it?
So it's look, assess, decide, then act.
Okay, so how do you put this in a place in practice?
So as I go through my MSPSL routine on the approach, when I'm looking, I will look, I will assess what other drivers doing, so speed, their intention, then I'll decide whether it is safe to go, and then act on that straight away.
Get that point? And that things just do once?
Every time.
How about while you do it at the roundabout?
Yeah, you only need to do it once until you join, isn't it? Or maybe, actually, if it's not safe, you'd have to do it again and again until you...
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
okay? And that's why we just went wrong. We just done once thinking that behind the green car we can go, but then someone just put our back to the first place and we did not go. Therefore, I have to come to say stop.
Yep.
Get the point?
Yep.
Okay. So we're going to go around, and that's what we're going to keep touch.
Try again.
We're just going to do in here. Okay?
Okay.
Now, in here, would you like to go continue that same loop, or do you just start making maybe the right-hand one as well?
Maybe the same loop just to see how it goes.
Okay, fine, no problem. So just before we go, we're just going to have a word with you also.
Yeah, of course.
So in my head, I'm just thinking, because we're going to go for the right, third and fourth, we're just going to do the same thing again as well, right? So shall I just move to the right-hand one, or just keep doing the same thing as we go?
I think you were right to ask Ethan if you felt like he wanted to repeat, and I think Ethan's right in saying that he does want to repeat, because you recognise there's a couple of things that have come up. You just want to have an opportunity of putting lights just one more time to show that it's got to its fixed. So I think it's perfectly reasonable to go around the loop again and allow Ethan to put in the larder and stuff. If I said to you, Zia, what things are you feeling as an instructor that are just, you feel that you either want to bring up and talk about what Ethan isn't doing or is doing that you wouldn't do as a driver? So what's
Stop at the roundabout.
Still stopping at roundabouts. Now what's happening is, for example, the mini roundabout, when we're seeing the cars, got beautiful vision of the cars coming towards us with their right indicators on, and Ethan's recognising it and seeing it, and then you're quite rightly saying, could we have kept creeping? Yes, but we would have had to have slowed down much earlier. So we would have killed that power out, first gear, keep the clutch down, let the car go creep, rather than coming up, stopping, first gear, going. And so actually what it is you've got a couple of gear choice issues, because there are occasions where Ethan could have gone, and he's not in the correct gear and he doesn't go, and then there are occasions where he needs to have slowed down and doesn't quite do it in enough time. And you know when the stall happened on the hill, that was a gear choice issue. So it was a second gear when we're on a hill and we've slowed right down. Well, it's exactly the same as the roundabouts. If we slow right down with first gear, we're going to creep. Second gear gives you the feeling of wanting to go because the car needs to go or it's going to stall, and that's what the issue is. So you've just got a couple of gear choice issues coming up. So I think this links beautifully into LARDA, links beautifully into look, assess, decide and act. If you look and it's busy, or there's something on the roundabout that's going to stop you being able to enter the roundabout, you're going to create the space as much as you can by just delaying, there he goes, and there's my space. So rather than rocking up and stopping, what you're going to do a little bit of work on is continuous movement. That's what we call it, just continuous movement. Now to be able to continuously move, boy, we have to be getting our look, assess, decide and act really spot on. So it's a great way of actually practicing that awareness and planning skill. So the second that we're looking at the roundabout, and the earlier we're looking at the roundabout to see whether there's somebody there, the more we can then decide what we're going to do with the car and go. I think that I know, Zia, that you're not overly happy with Ethan's observations at this junction here when we turn right. I know you were thinking about the taxi and the bus, so Ethan saw the bus blocking. If that taxi had been turning right, that bus would have blocked that taxi from us. Would you agree? The taxi turned left and followed the bus. By the time the taxi had come round, Ethan, he was no longer blocking. You were on the roundabout and the bus had gone. That taxi, if he'd been coming right, would have been affected by it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah.
The thing about blockers on mini roundabouts is that they just don't block for long. You know, at the point where a blocker is blocking, it's too late. What you have to do if you're going to use the blocker, you're going to have to use the blocker before he starts blocking. You see what I mean? So the point where you see the bus about to enter the roundabout, then you know he's going to block. If you see him coming off the roundabout, the guy that's being blocked, he's off. The other issue with mini roundabouts and blockers is that quite often people don't go round mini roundabouts, they'll go over the top of it. So there's every possibility that the taxi had been turning right, he would have treated it like a T-junction and wouldn't have come round, giving you the time to get out of the way.
Right.
So there's always that little bit of judgment that has to be a bit different at the mini or the midi roundabouts. I think, Zia, that you and I, if we were turning right, would have done two things differently. One, looked through the bushes, and I don't know whether you can see, but on approach to this roundabout, there's a gap in the bush. If you have a look through it.
I did see it a little bit, yeah.
Actually, if you look through it, you would have seen a taxi approaching, and I would have been first in creep at that point.
Okay.
Secondly, I think we probably would have slowed down to first gear and creep, because we've had 2 or 3 situations where there has been someone there, and quite rightly you both recognise that you don't see it until it's too late. And with mini roundabouts, the same as the big ones, we don't have the time that people are going to be on us like that. So, but that's gear choices again, isn't it? That's the look, assess, decide, and act, and gear choice, but a continuous movement of my right foot while staying safe. So I think it's a nice circuit to redo, looking at all of those kind of things. And I'll very happily step in if you needed me just to give a few pointers or say something in a way that you might get to adopt. The only thing I would say is actually this bird.
I know.
Alright, pull it and hold it for you.
Pull
the whole lever. Pull the lever.
Up.
No, goes to you and hold it there. That's it. Like, hold it there, it will just clear for you.
So that's one disadvantage of coming to the car park and parking under a tree, so you're going to be booed on. The second one, is that I wouldn't have come into this car park. Partly because we've now had to introduce parking, you know, and that actually that's thrown up numerous things in terms of stopping and observations that Ethan didn't do, or you didn't encourage him to do, and judgment and all that kind of stuff. You've got that lovely road, we pulled up along it before, you know, when you go past the mini roundabout on the left, you know, there's spaces along there. I would suggest that if you're going to come into a car park, and you can find somewhere just to get yourself out of the way but not necessarily park, do that rather than introducing a parking manoeuvre. Find somewhere else to park, unless you've got no choice, but I think we have got choice.
Yeah, well, we stop earlier and we just pin that one.
Okay. Fab.
So I think they just come next to us. So
There's another car.
another car, so let them just to finish. We're just going to reverse out.
Okay.
And then this happens, and you've now got the extra issues and all this kind of stuff.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're just going to do reverse gear. Okay. Have a look around. Anyone else coming?
No.
Yes, because they are very close to each other, but
Yeah.
we can't really do the turning now. If you do, the front is just going to go into the eyes, right? So you're going to be half of it. So it's like we're just going to go reverse it about half, 50% of the car. So keep looking again.
Yep.
Good. Release the handbrake, then cover your foot brake. Cover your foot brake. Good. Keep slowly. Look in the behind. Look at behind you. Good. Turn it a bit more. Slow down. Stop. Okay. Now stay to the left. Good. Keep steering and keep moving. Steering and keep moving to the left. Looking behind, not to be too close to the red car. Good. Keep coming more. Keep the steering pull up to the left. Good. Cover the brake and stop. Good. Now gear 1. As you're keeping forward, full up to the right quickly. Good. Quickly. That's it. Keeping forward, full up to the right. That's it. Keep going. Now we're going to be closer to them and going to stop again. No, I feel can make it. Let's go. Okay, take a left at the end, please, and then left again. Careful with the cab.
You see how you creeped out of that junction? And that's what you're going to do when the roundabout's busy.
Yeah, I tried to do, like, make conscious effort to do it there.
Right plans for check. Why do you think that was important to check on the right?
I'd seen there was a motorcycle coming up one way.
Well done. So, roundabout, we're going to go straight up. So let's just creep in forward, start slowing down. See anyone there?
Yeah, the silver car there.
Okay.
So creep forward. Okay.
So when you do the creeping forward, right? Continue. As you're doing it the last minute, you get more time, or do you be early and then you get more time?
If I do it early, I'll get more time.
And that's the time the car kind of the foot can go past. So at the roundabout, we're going to go left first exit. Start doing it early.
Okay.
So the cars, anything that's coming, they can go past us.
Sure. So slow down now.
Good.
Obviously, I can see it's safe to go, so I'm just going to follow on behind the silver car while looking as well. There we go.
So that was the roundabout where we missed the green car before, but silver car was coming, so we're going to go straight on. Second exit.
Okay.
Cancel the indicator. Good. So creeping forward. Right, slow down.
Okay, so switch it. Yeah, creep forward. Follow on now. Yep. Left mirror, left indicator.
How did you think the last round, this roundabout joining was?
I think it was much better. I think my observation was much better there as well.
So do you think we have enough time? Or can give it even more time?
I think I could give myself even more time for the whole.
So how are you going to do that one?
By slowing my speed early.
Okay, so can you do that one in this roundabout and show me to do that one?
Yeah.
Okay, then show me then. Roundabout, left first exit please.
Okay, so I'm going to start slowing down my speed now.
Go for it, you're not slowing.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, left. Change my gear down. And I can see that there's no one on the roundabout, so I'm going to go now.
Take it next road on the left and then right please.
Okay, let's go now.
Celine, that time you just done it again. It looks as was fine. Okay, so there was no reason for me to say slow down gear one and that.
Everything was fine. We did it. The issue, and we know that Ethan can do it, but there's nothing coming. Second gear is on. It's absolutely fine. The issue is when he does have to make a judgment. So we'll have a look at this roundabout and see when we get an opportunity to see this. Typically we won't.
So left first exit please.
So yeah, absolutely. If there's nothing here, second gear and off you go. Absolutely. You don't be waiting for anyone. There's no reason why you can't go. Lovely. This is the one lovely thing that I'm probably cautious of. Particularly if there's nothing coming towards you. If there's nothing coming towards you, anyone on the right is going to go for it, aren't they?
Right, okay, yeah.
So take a right, second exit.
Okay.
And just look at the gap after the tree. That's where the person, where the lady is.
I
Yeah.
probably would first gear it now.
First gear now. Gear one.
Keep creeping, having a good look.
Yep.
And then
There you go. Lovely job.
what do you think? How was your observations in here?
I think it was good. Yeah.
Why?
I checked early through the trees, and then as I was moving forward, I was able to clearly see on my right and check. Make sure
3 extra seconds to just look at the observation.
because I was slowing down as well.
And that what makes the difference.
Yep.
Now,
So it's not like first gear holds you back. It's not like first gear is going to make you drive slowly. It just means that you're ready.
Yeah.
now Lynn, have a look at the time. It's a time to head back, isn't it?
It is. Do you want to, for the sake of today, just introduce a couple of third exit rights? So that we've introduced it today, we can continue.
At the roundabout, you want to pull up on the left hand side, please.
Sure.
Okay.
I'm happy with that. If you guys have got the time just to spend an extra 10 minutes or so, just introduce introducing third exit rights because that's what it can be.
Club on the left hand side.
Done tomorrow as well. So tomorrow
Stop
can be a
like
recap of what you've done today.
Don't go too close to the curve. That's it. So yeah, what we're saying is going for the right third and fourth exits, okay? And tomorrow we can recap on what we've done.
Absolutely. So recap on what you've done a bit today and build on whatever we do in the next 10 minutes.
Okay?
Yeah? Because I think that tomorrow Ethan is going to be good enough to show what he's learning. A few things might come up, but they're just talking points. I think he will be ready to be doing third exit rights. So if we do a couple of third exit rights now, just to see what comes up, so that they can be reintroduced tomorrow and be built on. Otherwise, what happens is tomorrow we all go into third exit rights or fourth exit all the way around, and you've not had an opportunity just to have a little go at them. So even if you come all the way around this one,
just go 2 more on and let's have a look.
Absolutely. Come all the way around, do second exit right at that one, do third exit right at the, all the way around, third exit right at the Sainsbury's one, back round again this one. We've done a loop and we just introduced it, see how it feels.
Okay, let's go. So, as you're going for the first time for the roundabout, do you want me to talk you through?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. So I was going to talk you through, but then do you want me to talk you through? Did you check your blind spot on the right?
Not just then, but I did when I did my checks.
What happened if you do miss that one?
There could be like a cyclist or something.
Take a left, roundabout, take a left, first exit please.
Okay. So, slow down. So, I'm just going to wait here because there is a front car. I'm going to go after the black car. So let's go.
So I'm going to go over to the end and I'm just going to build up one. So continue straight on please. And the next roundabout, I'm going to go straight on, second exit please.
Slow down speed. Check, I can see there's no one. Right, so I'm going to go.
Okay.
Check the left mirror, indicate left.
Now, as you go off this roundabout, I'll talk you through the right fourth exit.
Okay.
So now, at this next roundabout, we're going to go right fourth exit. We've got a lovely space in here to do it. Okay, so we're going to go for the right hand lane. So we go for the right hand lane, check your center mirror, right the mirror, indicate right. Check, center mirror, right the mirror, indicate right.
Okay, so
Indicate right. Now, go to the right hand lane. Okay. Nice and slow. Slow it down. Have a look at the roundabout and the right. Safe to go?
yeah.
Okay. Join the roundabout, keep it to right hand lane, and keep the right indicator on.
Okay.
As you're going around, try to count the exits.
So this is 1.
First exit, I'm going to go for the fourth exit. So keep going. You should keep the right indicator on.
Yep.
This one is
2.
Then go the hazard lights on. Okay. Keep going around the circle. Now, as the third one's coming in here, and as you pass the entrance, we're going to check mirror and we're going to indicate left.
Okay.
So at this point, check mirror, indicate left. Okay. Look at the left-hand door mirror. Okay. There's someone behind.
Yep.
Okay. Are they holding back for us?
Yeah, they will.
And then we just move in. Well done to spot that. There you go. And then we just go pass. And this roundabout, we can go straight on second exit. And we'll go to the next one, we'll go to the fourth exit again.
Sure.
Just giving them some time to do it.
Yep.
Roundabout, straight on second exit. Can you do that by yourself?
Yeah. So I'll start slowing down my speed. Go into second gear. You can see the white van. I think I've got time to go. So
Good,
let's go.
well done.
Check the left mirror, indicate left, come off it.
Center mirror, left mirror, then indicate left. Now, after this one, we're going to go right fourth exit again. So So just follow my instruction as I say, sir. He's doing it, right?
Okay.
So we're going to go right forward and check your mirrors, indicate right. Safe to go?
Yep.
Move to the right hand lane. Nice and early, start slowing down. Have a look on the right. Safe gap to go?
Yep. So I'm going to
Join the roundabout, keep it to right hand lane. Keep the right indicator on and count the exit as we're going along.
Okay, so this is 1.
Good.
This is 2. And we're just coming up to 3 now. So as I pass here,
Okay.
indicate left,
Good.
join on, as I see it's clear.
So what car behind you?
The red car.
Okay, which lane they're on?
They were in the right hand lane.
But where they're now?
They're in the left hand lane now.
Something here.
The bus was about to come up.
Straight on, second exit please. So what do you think? What's happening while you're changing lanes?
A lot of things happen.
Okay. How are you going to keep up with them?
Just by checking my mirrors and maintaining my speed.
Good observations.
Good
all
observation
around.
as well.
Yeah, because these things, front, back, there was 1 minute was on the right behind you, then something changed at the front, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now the next one, do you want me to talk you through again, or do you want to go by yourself?
Just to try it by myself. Yeah. I think.
Okay. So we're going to go right, fourth exit. Off you go then.
Okay. So I'm going to check centre mirror, right mirror, indicate right. Come into the right hand lane. Start slowing down my speed as I approach the roundabout. As I approach, I can see there's a silver car. Going to go, she's stopped. So this is 1.
Because I said the fourth exit, right? Count them as the first, second, and third, and
Okay.
fourth, which makes it easier to be. Say 1, 2, they just like different format. Sometimes get confusions, right?
So that was second.
Good.
Just coming up to third now. So I want to check my centre mirror, left mirror, indicate left. You can see it's safe to change over, so I'm going to change lanes.
What's behind you?
The black car.
Okay. What are they going to do?
Come off in the right lane.
So you be constantly aware of what's going on surrounding you, right? And more importantly, some of the time is what's happening behind you as they're coming around, because you can see at the front in a glance, right? But these guys at the back, they just keep changing their position.
Yep.
Roundabout straight on, second exit.
Okay, so again, start to slow my speed down. You can see the roundabout's clear, so I'm going to keep going. Centre mirror, left mirror, indicate left.
And the next roundabout's coming up.
Yep.
We're going to go right, but this time we're going to go right, third exit.
Okay. So I'm going to check centre mirror, right mirror, indicate right, change over to the right lane. Start to slow down my speed here.
Do you need to stop?
No, keep going. So this is the first exit here. Coming up to second exit. And now I'm going to check centre, left mirror, come off to the left here.
Anyone behind?
No, we're clear.
Okay.
There we go. So I'm going to care off.
This roundabout, we're going to go straight on and continue following the road.
Sure.
So what do you think when you go from the roundabout? More time. Okay, fine, no problem. So just continue ahead. So, yeah, I can stop to do the recap, or I can just go and stop at the final destination. Like what I'm thinking of just going head back to the test center. Okay.
What was your question, sorry?
Okay, continue straight on. We're going to do a recap.
Okay.
Just what are you thinking?
I'm going to wait and let this pedestrian cross. So he
sure?
Check my right mirror. I'll let them go.
Are they going or they're stopping?
Well, they're going to go now. So now before I move off, I'll check all my mirrors, make sure it's safe to go off. No one's overtaken, so I'm going to go.
Roundabout, take a left, first exit.
Approach, check in, slow down the speed, and I can see it's clear, so I'm just going to
Roundabout, take a right, second exit.
I'm going to wait behind this car.
How much space are you going to give at the front?
Enough space. I'm going to check my right window mirror and come back out. Check my left window mirror, come again.
Okay. So as you come to these junctions, right?
Yep.
And you're going to continue following around and take a left and left again.
Okay.
So you're going to take a turn at the yellow bullets. Signs trying to tell us?
Left only.
Okay. So do you think I have to give you instructions in here?
No, because it's only left turn.
That's the thing we're explaining. You need to take the consideration of the road sign and the road mark. You just follow the road route.
Yeah.
Now, as you see the traffic light in the front, after the traffic lights, turn right, please.
Okay. This one?
No, you can continue straight on, but do you have a gap to go?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, what's up? Alright, take it next from the left. Slowly have this now. That's it. Well done.
There we go.
That's it. Now relax. Just leave the car on so that you can just relax yourself. Good. It's okay. Leave that car so we can get some fresh air. Otherwise, just gonna get a car. You get this thing. Alright. Good. What do you think? How was it?
I thought it was very good today.
Okay. What do you like about it so much then?
Just that I was able to confidently use my own observation and my own routines to safely enter the roundabouts and follow the rules as I go around.
Yeah, so what was you going to say about it?
So I feel like I was able to confidently follow the rules of the roundabouts. I went round. I maintained a good speed the whole way around.
Yeah.
I followed all my routines and had good observation, I feel.
Right, okay. How about the switching lanes?
I think that was okay as well.
Okay, good, no problem. So if I do ask you in here is when you go to the run, what are the new skills learned today?
So the switching lanes is one of them. Also the ladder, that new skill, which is the look, assess, and then I forget what D is. Decide and act.
Okay. Was it new or was there before?
For me, that's new. For me, that one's new.
Well, it's introduced long time back when we did our emerging junction.
Yeah.
Okay, but it just got out of state of mind.
Yeah.
But that's it. But it was there long time back. Never mind. Okay, good. So what was the recap? What will we try to recap today then?
So we were trying to recap the whole red car scenario. And recapping just roundabouts in general.
How was that?
Yeah, I think it went much better today.
Okay, you're happy with it?
Yep.
Okay. Anything was bad?
Maybe there was a few times where I could have maybe slowed my speed down a lot more to give myself more time to observe.
What other time are you talking about?
For example, the green van.
Okay.
If I had slowed down my speed, if I had slowed down my speed a bit there, maybe I could have seen, or if I gave myself more time to observe, I could have noticed that there was a car line.
Any other point? Any other point where you think you slow down?
I think at that, where the bus was and the taxi, that was another point where I probably should have slowed my speed and then
Should have been better too.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Any other points?
No, I think that's it.
Okay, so in terms of going through in here, how about your right third exits? How are you feeling about that bit?
I think they're okay.
Okay, what do you get that from it?
Just like learning how to check my mirrors properly, be aware of other cars that are behind me and if I have space to do it.
Why that's important?
Say if I didn't check my mirrors and I just went over to the lane and someone was doing the same as me, we could potentially collide and hit into each other.
Okay, so you check the center mirror, left mirror, you move to the left and then nice and easy. Why is it important to check who's behind you?
Just to know how close they are, maybe.
Okay. Why do you keep an eye on them?
To see what they're doing, like if they're going to come off the same exit as me, or if they're going on continuing.
What happens if they come same exit as you?
I'll need to make sure that I'm at a good enough speed so they're not right behind me.
Okay.
Just in case I brake or anything like
Good. Anything else?
that. No.
Okay. So that sort of thing was going on as good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, good, no problem. So in terms of the skills what you've learned today in here, how do they apply that when you're independent, when you're driving yourself?
Just to make sure I'm more observant and using the ladder routine as well before I approach roundabouts and during it as well. Yeah, that's what I would use.
Okay. So in terms of going for the ladder, just keep coming back in here. What's the main key point you got from the ladder?
The assess and decide part of it.
Okay. And how do you get that much better way?
Just by observing, looking at the car's speed, looking at their intention, what they might do.
How about the calling it?
And yeah, calling forward. Yeah.
So that was one of the key parts placing it when you do the ladder.
Yeah.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay. So in terms of going for the next lesson, right? What would you like to do?
I would like to focus more on the switching lanes side of it. At the same time, I also want to look at the whole calling forward thing and the ladder.
Okay.
So I'm just more in the routine of it and getting myself used to doing it.
Good. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Alright, so if you have a look at it in here, as we come for the next time, we're going for the ladder, we're crawling a bit to edging forward, and then moving on to looking for the switching lanes. Alright?
Yep.
To start off, do you want to go straight to the third exit, fourth exit, or just like one or two round the loop? Just go for
One or two rounder loops so I can practice that.
Okay, so there you go. There's a lot of it just going around the practice, not just doing the whole thing as in it, but just going around this everything in the practice, and then going off in the third and fourth exit to finish it off.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Any questions?
No.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, buddy. And that's the end of the session.
I think that's a really nice plan too. I think to continue to just recap and go over the continuous movement, gear choices, and ladder is absolutely right just to show that once again, see what comes up if anything needs to be recapped or gone over, but give easy a chance to do those things. Introducing the third and fourth exits.
So introducing a third and fourth exit or recapping of that?
Well, introducing them again to that lesson, that's what I meant. Okay. So yeah, recapping them and then introducing them at the point where Ethan is now ready to do them again. That's what I meant. Bringing them back in, I should say, not introducing yet. Bringing them back in after you've done the recap of that little circuit bit.
I'm just going to make it, what I'm going to say is just like me talking to you again, third and fourth exit, or just let him to do
No,
it?
let him do it.
Because we've done it once.
Absolutely, yeah, let him do it. Now what I'm going to say is that having seen Ethan do that, having done that little circuit, the things that are going to come up tomorrow will absolutely need to be part of the lesson plan are the problems with speed. Because the speed as Ethan is going round is the reason why, remember the first time we had the car that you thanked, yeah? Because that's that classic example, Ethan, when we're pottering around and there's nobody on the left of you, and then suddenly there is. Well, there shouldn't ever be anyone on our left because of where we've come from, if you see what I mean. So if we're on hugging the roundabout and somebody's at a junction, they shouldn't be coming out, just like you don't come out. So they should never be next to us. So where's he come from? Well, he's come from somewhere where he's caught us up.
Yeah, because I'm not going fast.
Exactly. So that is going to come up, that kind of speed choices. But that can be looked at when you're looking at roundabouts in general. The speed that you're actually doing on the roundabout and what that can cause. I'd also say that the thing that can get everyone in trouble, all our members get in trouble for, is delaying slightly, even if it's by 1 or 2 seconds, the middle mirror, left signal crossing. We get that 2 or 3 seconds wrong, somebody's there.
Yeah.
And actually what I can see you doing, Ethan, is counting off your exits. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, middle mirror, left mirror, signal, move. It's not. It's 1, 2, middle mirror, left mirror, signal, move, there's 3. No point in waiting to see 3. If you can see 3, it's too late. So I give you the classic example where they get into trouble with that. So you know when we're going off on the Romsey route on a test, and we've gone second exit, the first roundabout, second exit through the roadworks, then they're following signs to Romsey, and the Romsey sign is to the right, so they know they need to be in the right-hand lane, and they wait until they see 1, 2, there's 3, they're just, it's too late, there's going to be somebody there because they come flying off the motorway. So that habit, or that skill of 1, 2, I'm getting ready for 3 because I know it's going to be the next one, I don't have to wait to see it, it's going to be the next one. The timing of that so that you can shut the gap on the people at number 2, does that make sense?
Yes, but I didn't see what he was going wrong because what we remember for right 4 things. So 1, 2, 3, or he was centimeter, left,
Absolutely, yeah, don't wait for 4.
So you didn't wait for 4?
Yes. Once you pass 3, you should be preparing for 4. Not wait and see 4 and then prepare for it.
No, we didn't wait to prepare for 4, do we? Or?
Have you got a diagram?
Yeah.
Have a nice normal roundabout.
Oh, you know, this one we didn't go.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. So, we'll just pop this off. So, for example, let's say we were coming up here, and we're going to do 1, 2, we're going to do 4th exit right. So we're coming up here, we're in the right hand side of the roundabout, we're counting off 1, 2, 3, we don't wait to see 4 and then cross over. We are 1, 2, 3, middle mirror, left mirror, now, crossing over, now, not now. So we're crossing over at the point where we're just here, because we're shutting the door on these people. What happens is if you loiter for too long here before crossing off, these people sneak out, and that's when you've got the issue. So it's earlier than you think. Obviously not early enough to confuse, but earlier than you think. So literally here we are middle mirror, left mirror, signal and move, not middle mirror, left mirror, signal, move. Yeah? So just giving a really clear signal to these people who might be waiting here, because if we're still hugging roundabouts at this point without them seeing a signal, if we were coming here and we put a left signal on now, they know we're coming off. We put it on now, they don't see it because they're already on the roundabout. So it's just the timing.
Yeah, so I think rather than over here, I was just putting the indicator over there, and that was the problem.
Whereas what is happening is we're probably leaving it till here, and that is just the 2 seconds slightly too late, particularly when we're going slowly.
Yeah, because especially when you get fourth exit, that's just going to the lower branch, and from that one, they just sneaks into
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So just, same if you're coming all the way around, we're shutting the gate on these people. We're coming over here, not here. Because otherwise somebody else uses that middle space. And I think that the conversations that you need to be having tomorrow are those conversations along, well, what are you going to do if you're in the right-hand lane, you check a middle mirror, left mirror, pop a left signal on, and you've got somebody doing that, sneaking up, what are you going to do?
Yeah, because this guy can go forward.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well.
Particularly if we've gone a little bit slowly. So what are you going to do if you couldn't cross over?
Just kick out road.
Yeah.
I think that's what we want to plan to do as well, just like doing a wrong turn as a wrong place. So that's what we're finishing off.
Yeah. So you've got your what-ifs. Good plan.
Well, that's only one what if I have. What else?
That's it. I think that those are things to be aware of tomorrow, is your speed, your early mirrors and signal, and your lane choices, what are you going to do ifs, and practicing that kind of stuff. You're absolutely right to be doing your continuous movement, judgment, larder, putting all that into practice, good observations. I think it's a really lovely lesson plan. And it's, most importantly, it's relevant to what Ethan is needing. It's lovely stuff. I think, Zia, that you were a very different instructor to how you were 3 months ago. Do you feel different going into this one?
I feel the difference.
Yeah. Massively different.
Well, that's what we're just having a discussion before you came in.
Oh, yeah. Do you feel it? Do you feel like you're different?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think you do some things differently, but maybe it's because of the standard check.
But then again, I see the difference in my normal lessons as well. It's usually
some little
things. It's not the exact copy of the standard check, but yes, again,
absolutely.
which is another normal lesson as a standard check.
No.
But again, there's some effect
aware
there.
what you're doing, how you're doing it. I think it's brilliant. It's really good news.
Thank you.
So go in there being confident. That's my little write-up from Monday. There we go. All you need to do, see, is tonight, write something out for the examiner. Something about what you have learned yourself over the last 3 months. How you feel you were different. How you feel the training has affected your lessons, and your reflections of what you know that you're now doing differently. Because all the pieces of paper I've done are my reflections, and actually the examiner would really like to see you reflecting and how you know that you've done something different. So just, even if it's a written word, just write out everything that you've just been talking to Ethan about, how you think you're different. Just write a couple of paragraphs about what you've taken on board and how you feel that you have progressed and developed.
Why do you want to see it?
Sometimes they won't ask for it necessarily, but they might say, so have you done any extra training? And you can say, absolutely I have, and these are my reflections. It's just worth doing. It's just worth doing. I think it just shows your willingness and your eagerness to develop. So that's a good thing.
Alright, cool. No problem. We'll do it.
But don't be too worried about it, but just a couple of paragraphs that just say, this is what I've been doing, this is what I've learned, this is what I've developed. I don't think it's a bad thing. For your own point of view.
Yes.
Okay?
Thank you very much.
So, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Yes. What will you
I'm going to be in a minibus because I'm coming from you to pick up the diving squad and drive my son and his diving squad to Luton for a competition. So I'm going to be in a minibus, so I'll come and park it here, and I will be here. I'll be here for 9:30, and we can go around there at 10 to 10.
Okay. Okay. Somewhere around
Sound alright?
as well.
Okay, but don't rush. When as long as we're in there before 5 to 10, fine. Okay.
Well, you're hoping so. Cool. No problem.
Well done.
Thank you.
Well done. You absolutely deserve to pass this because you worked really hard.
I tried.
Yeah.
But then again, things can go.
You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. What you do know is what you have to do about it. So, we couldn't have predicted any of the things that have happened today. The broken down car, the that was a lovely opportunity. The broken down car to then talking about that. But, you know, if things like that are happening, you know, let's say tomorrow, it's not going to happen, but let's say tomorrow there's a broken down car and we're doing third exit right or fourth exit right. Actually, how does the broken down car affect Ethan if he's already hugging the roundabout? Well, you could say, well, it doesn't because we're in a different lane. What about the car that comes whizzing round and discovers that his lane is blocked? Where's he going to go? Into you, you know. So it's those kind of things that are just opportunities that you can be using. You ask nice questions that were slightly off subject. So as we came off the first roundabout, and you asked Ethan to say what the speed limit was and how did he know, and you know, all those lovely things you're doing naturally now. So don't do anything different to what you're doing. This is what. Okay.
Well, that's what we said to my learners. So don't try anything different. Just do forward.
Yeah. Because you don't need to be different because you've had enough experience and practice of doing what is needed. Doing it well.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Well done, you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.